Hello friends, welcome back once again. Up till now, we have covered or we have learned how we can set up our Microsoft Teams account and how we can manage that Microsoft Teams account with the help of these features. Then out of these many features, we have learned how to use few of the features, which includes how we can make use of activity tab, how we can use this chat tab in order to have the private conversation or in order to have the group conversation, how we can make the private audio call, video call, how we can make the video call, audio call to this group as well. Then we have learned how we can create the teams inside this Microsoft Teams account, how we can manage those teams, how we can create different channels, and how we can manage different channels as well. Then next we have learned how we can assign or how we can give some assignments to a specific group of students, that may be a specific team or that may be a specific channel. Then how we can give different quiz to different set of students, that may be a team or that may be a channel. Now in the today's video we are going to learn how to make use of this calendar. Now firstly let's go towards the rightmost corner and I will select as a day. Now here what I can find, towards the leftmost corner I can find for today there is no any meeting or no any event scheduled for today. Okay, if I want to check for yesterday I can click here and it will show for yesterday. Similarly, if I want to check for tomorrow I will click on this arrow and that information will be shown. Suppose I want to check the activities which are scheduled for this work week. That work week may be of 4 days, 5 days or 6 days depending upon your company policies or organization policies. Now here for this week what I can find, on 27 no any activity is scheduled, on 28 no any activity is scheduled, 29th no any activity, 30th also no any activity, but on 31st between 3 to 4 p.m. there is one meeting regarding webinar. Okay, like that the different activities or different meetings scheduled for the work week that we can you can easily see here. Suppose if you want to check the activities for entire week, means it will include the weekdays from Sunday to Saturday. Here it will show those activities which are scheduled for this total week. Okay, now this is regarding how we can make use of the calendar, but most importantly this calendar is used in order to have the instant meetings, or if you want to schedule the meetings, for that this calendar tab is used. Okay, here towards the uppermost right corner you are finding two options, that is live meeting or meet now, or next one is new meeting. Here one arrow is there, drop down arrow. Here two options are there. If you want to have a live event you can click here and you can create that event, but right now we will focus on only scheduling a meeting because it is most important. I will click on the scheduling meeting, then I will be diverted towards this screen. Now here I can select a drop down arrow here. Okay, this is regarding to select the time zone. Okay, here different time zones are there, and which time zone is suitable for you, that you can select here. Now here if you want to give the title to that meeting, easily you can give. Suppose I will write as a demo meeting. If you want to add the required attendees, that is also possible. Okay, or if you want to assign it to a specific group of students, that may be a team or that may be a channel. Okay, in the latter part we are going to learn how we can assign or how we can invite all those students or the team members to that meeting, that we are going to learn in the latter part of the video. Here if I want to add any of the participant, that is also possible. Here this is most important. Here what I need to set, I need to set the dates. Let us say I will say on 30th of July between 3:30 instead of 3:30 I will take it as a 3 p.m. Okay, this is nothing but the meeting starting time, and here you need to add meeting end time. whether that meeting will be for half an hour or it will be for 1 hour, that you can select. Here there is a no any limitation on for how much hours you need to conduct the meeting. Okay, yeah, up till now we were using the Zoom platform, and in that Zoom platform for free version that limit was around 40 to 45 minutes, but here there is a no any such limit. Okay, if you want to conduct this meeting for whole day, you can select this option, and on 30th July for all day that meeting will be scheduled. But right now we will stick to 1 hour meeting only. Okay, here there is an option to customize the meeting which we have scheduled. Means what do you want? That meeting does not repeat, or that meeting should be there on every weekday. Means the weekdays which your company or organization has decided on a specific time every day, that meeting has to be scheduled. Okay, or if you want that meeting to be daily, if you want that meeting to be weekly conducted, if you want that meeting to be monthly or yearly conducted, or else if you want to customize, means on Monday I want that meeting, on in the same week on Tuesday I want that meeting, and in that same week on Friday I want that meeting. Like that customization is also possible by using this custom button. Okay, now to which channel you want to add this meeting? Okay, here up till now we have created only one channel, that is division A. Okay, from drop down I will select here division A, or I can type the name and I can select also, no issues at all. If you want to add the location, that is also possible, you can add the location. And here if you want to write something which we are going to conduct in the meeting, let us say point number 1, point number 2, point number 3, then point number 4, and so on, like that. Those many points we are going to discuss. Okay, now with the help of these formatting options, the message which we are going to give here, that easily you can format. Okay, already we have learned, still I will repeat as repetition is good, and we are using this application for first time. That's why that repetition will be better, and that repetition will make us more and more user friendly with this application. I can make it as a bold, italic, underline, strike through. If I want to highlight from this color, I can select any of the color and I can highlight specific part if I want to highlight. If I want to give the different colors to the text, that is also possible. If I want to make something bold or something largely shown or something medium, small, same, that is also possible with the help of this option. Whether you want to write it in terms of heading 1, heading 2, heading 3 and paragraph, that is also possible. If you want there should not be any formatting, you can click on this button and all the formattings will be deleted. Okay, suppose something you want to be left aligned, something you want to be centrally aligned, that you can do. If you want to add the bullets, you can add. If you want to add the numberings, you can add. If you want to add the quotations, you can add. If you want to see here, suppose if you want to add some link with a message, that is also possible. Let us say I will add as usual www.google.com, as it will be little easier to type. Okay, then this high color will be changed into purple, and the participant, those who are we are going to invite, if they will click here, they will be diverted to this link, you can see here. Okay, then if you want to add the horizontal line, you can add, and few more are there. If you want to insert the table, you have to select number of rows, number of columns, and you can click here, and this table will be inserted. And inside that, if you want to give some information, that is also possible. If you want to delete some columns, delete some rows, or the entire table you want to delete, that is also possible. And as usual, undo typing and repeat typing. Okay, like this, all the necessary information regarding the meeting scheduling that we have done. Here if you want to add the scheduling assistance, that is also possible. Okay, means here if you want to add somebody to assist you during that meeting, that is also possible. By using these many options, you can do it. Okay, now here two options are there. If I will close it, it will be saved in drafts and it will not be shared with a specific channel or a specific team. If I will click on the send, what will happen? It will take some time, and after processing of that meeting, all the details will be shared with the specific channel. Okay, here it is taking little bit more time as my internet connection is slower one. Okay, let us be patient. Okay, now as we have scheduled on 30th of July between 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. we have scheduled a meeting entitled as demo meeting. Suppose you have created this meeting and after some time you might have understood that something you have missed or something you want to add into that meeting. In that case, what you need to do, you need to simply click on that meeting, like this window will be open, and here if you want to add something or if you want to delete something, that is easily possible. Okay, now where this meeting will be shown, okay, in each and everybody's, those who are in your team, inside their calendar. Okay, for 30th July at this set time, that meeting will be shown inside this calendar, as well as, okay, in the teams, okay, for which channel we have scheduled that meeting. For division A channel we have scheduled that meeting, and that demo meeting is shown here. Okay, now see here, this is the one of the option how we can schedule the meeting. Here meeting is nothing but what, scheduling of our lecture. Means here at this location you will get the entire week's timetable. Okay, and that will be visible for everybody who is a part of that team. Okay, now here if I have to join the instant meeting, means right now if I have to start the meeting, there are two options. Either I can click on the meet now button, or I can go towards the team. Just go to the left hand side, click on the teams. Okay, then what you can do, you can go towards the channel or the specific group where you want to have the instant meeting. Then you have to go towards the uppermost right corner. Here what you can do, here you can drop down and you can start the meeting right now as well. Okay, here also if already at the start in the very first lecture what I have told, in the free version this calendar option is not available. In that case, how we can schedule the meeting for free version? How we can schedule, you just click on the teams, then for which channel or for which team you want to start that meeting, for on that team or channel you have to click, and towards the extreme right corner here you will get these two options. Either you can start the instant meeting or you can schedule your meeting. I hope that everybody has understood the two methods with the help of which we can have the instant meeting. Okay, let us revise. First one is inside teams. You can go for the specific channel for which you want to have the instant meeting, and you can click go to the uppermost right corner and click on this meet. This meeting will be started. Okay, or second option is you can go to the calendar tab and go to the uppermost right corner, and here meet now one button is there. If you'll just click on that button, that meeting will be started. Okay, before starting that meeting, if you want to add the subject of the meeting or if you want to post it as it is, no issues at all. After that, you have to check your microphone and you have to check your video device, so that there will not be any problem during the meeting. Okay, as right now I am having the slower internet connection, right now I will not start with my video. Okay, after that you can click on join now. Okay, right now there is no one to join this meeting, that's why it is showing like this. Suppose go towards this right hand side. Suppose I want to invite somebody. Suppose I will write here Ashutosh Kate, and from drop down I will select. Automatically that invitation will be sent to him, and that invitation will be shown under this activity tab. Okay, and if he wish to join, he can click on that option and easily he will be added inside this meeting. Okay, now as he is not available right now, here the participants information is not shown. Right now only myself is there who is included or who is hosting this meeting. Okay, now with me only we will discuss few controls regarding this meeting. Okay, go to the uppermost right corner. Here you are finding three dots. Just click on this. Here you will get two options: manage permissions. It means suppose you are in a meeting with your students and we are knowing our students in better way. When we will start our presentation, in between somebody will stop and he will start presenting something else, which is mischievous thing. In order to avoid that, what I can do, I can click on this manage permissions and easily I can manage which part the will be or to which functionality the students are allowed and which functionalities are restricted from students. Okay, easily that is possible with the help of this manage permissions. Now here the participant list will be given. Those who are participating in this meeting, that information will be shown here. Okay, and for taking their attendance, what I can do, simply I will click on this download attendance sheet and here one file will be downloaded. Here it is showing that one file was downloaded. If I will click on that, one Excel sheet will be opened and there which information I will get, some student, okay, along with his name, at which time he has joined and at which time he has left. Means easily we can have the track record, or in other words we can say that we can have the better control over the students attendance. Okay, now let us come on this screen and let us explore few more controls on this screen. Okay, many more are there, but we will focus on which are more suitable or which are more useful to ourselves as a teacher. Now if you are not seeing these controls, you have to just move your cursor on the screen, then these options will be shown. If you want to leave this meeting, you can click on the hang up and you will be left. Easily you can leave that meeting. Beside that, this participant list is there. Okay, if I will click here, here all the participant list will be shown. Beside that, conversation tab is there. Means inside this conversation tab, if I want to, inside this conversation tab, if I want to type anything or if I want to ask the question or if I want to send the greetings, that is possible inside this conversation tab. Once again, here as usual, formatting options are there. With these many formatting options, easily we can format what we are typing. Here one more option is there beside the formatting, that is whether to show that message as important, urgent or standard. Beside that, if I want to, or if my participants want to attach file from their OneDrive or they want to upload it from computer, that is also possible, but that permission is with you, whether to allow the participants to share something, those files or something like that. For messages, definitely they are allowed to type the messages. Okay, beside that, attachment, few emojis are there in order to have the better conversation, few stickers are there, images are there, GIFs are there in order to motivate the students, along with few more controls are there. Suppose during our conversation or during our meeting any external website link is required, that is also possible to add that external link. Suppose I want to send a YouTube link, then I have to search for that link and the appropriate link I will click and just I will click on the send button. This message will be sent and it will be visible to all the participants, those who are part of this meeting. Okay, means up till now we have explored this hang up button, show participants and show conversation. Then raise your hands. Here in conversation as well, what we can do, we can ask our questions, or by raising our hand also we can raise our questions. Okay, now beside this raise your hand, three dots are there. If you will click on this three dots, many options will be popped up. Out of that, we are going to focus on 2 to 3 options only, because those are most important as a teacher. Here first option is turn off incoming video. If your internet connectivity is slower, then in that case what you can do, you can select this option, turn off incoming video, so that it will consume less amount of internet. Now in order to end the meeting, two options are there: directly I can hang up or I can end the meeting. Okay, but I will highly recommend to end your meeting if you wish to by clicking this option only, because if you will hang up here, that meeting is still in process and students will do their activity if you are not there. Okay, in order to avoid that, what we can do, every time while leaving the meeting I can click here and I have to go to this end meeting option, so that much more conflicts or much more cases to handle will not be there. Okay, then above that, start recording, one option is there. Suppose I want this video or this meeting to be recorded, just I will click on that and that recording will be started. And here at the uppermost side you will get the message that your recording is started or your recording is stopped. Okay, as I have started the recording, here I am getting option as a stop recording. I don't want this video should be recorded, that's why I will click on the stop recording. Okay, now similarly few more options are there. Keypad is there, turn on like options that is there, or suppose if I am taking my lecture or a meeting in such an environment where there is no decent background, for that I have to turn on my video. Let us turn on our video. Okay, now suppose this background is not decent one and that background I need to change. In that case what I can do, either I can select this and after selecting a specific background I have to preview for it. Okay, it will be shown like this. Now you can visualize that my background is removed. Or if I want to select a specific background, I will select it and I have to click on the preview. Okay, like this background easily we can change if your background is not decent one. Okay, after that you can click on the apply in order to save those changes and you can come out. Okay, here as my internet connection is slower one, I will turn off the camera. Okay, we were exploring under these more options. We have discussed this turn off incoming, end meeting, start recording, stop recording, keyboard, turn on live captions, show background effects. If I want to enjoy this meeting in full screen mode, that is also possible. If any special note is there, that is also possible to say. And before starting my meeting, I need to check up this. If there is any problem during the meeting, I can click on this show device settings and I can rectify that issue. Okay, now beside this more option, one more option is there, that is share. Suppose during your presentation, suppose you want to share your screen, means suppose any entire screen you want to share, any specific tab you want to share, or any PPT you want to share, or any folder you want to share, that is also possible. Suppose I want to share a PPT. Okay, easily I can share that PPT and here easily I can explain what is there on the slide with the help of this PowerPoint presentation. Okay, and if I want to stop this sharing, here I have to go at the center and here I have to click on this option, stop sharing. That screen sharing will be stopped. Suppose instead of that PPT I want to share my entire screen, then I will click on the entire screen and that entire screen will be shared, and whatever I am doing on my computer, that will be visible to my students. If I want to stop it, I will stop. Okay, similarly if I want to show any video, that is also possible. If I want to show any folder, that is also possible. Suppose along with this, here few more options are there. Okay, if some files, these files are already added by me or these functions are already running on my computer. Suppose apart from this something else I want to share, then towards this rightmost lower corner I will get a function as browse. Now here I will get different options. Browse from teams and channels, means some information or some files are there which we have already shared with any other team. That information you want to extract and you want to share here as well, you can select this option. If you want to extract or if you want to upload that file from your OneDrive, that is also possible. If you want to upload that file from your computer, that is also possible. Okay, now beside that browse button, few more options are there. Here whiteboard option is there. Okay, means be patient while whiteboard is loading, it will take some time. Okay, here like that different number of colors are there, and with the help of this easily I can draw. Suppose I want to draw a piston and cylinder assembly. Okay, that is also possible, but here your skills need to be sharpened in order to prepare it. Okay, and easily you can share this, or with the help of this easily you can explain to the students. Means here during a meeting we have explored this hang up button, then show participant, show conversation, raise your hand, more actions inside here. Most importantly, yeah, how to end your meeting by choosing this option only, and how we can start your recording and how we can stop recording, how we can show or change your backgrounds, then how you can share your screen. Okay, if you want to share entire screen, that is also possible. If you want to share a specific window, that is also possible. Existing the PowerPoint files which you have opened already, any specific folder, if you want to share, that is also possible. If you want to show online videos, that is also possible. If you want to uh, explain something by drawing on the whiteboard application you have to use, and that is also possible. Okay, beside that, this microphone function is there, and video camera function is there. Okay, here either I can turn on this microphone or turn off my microphone. If I want to speak something, definitely I have to make it on. Similarly, depending upon my internet connectivity, I can either choose to start that camera, or I can choose to close that or turn off that camera. Okay, now I hope that everybody has understood how we can schedule a meeting. Okay, everybody has understood how we can schedule a meeting, how we can have the instant meetings. In the next lecture, we will explore few more functions, or we will explore how we can make use of this call button. Thank you so much.